Welcome back. This is Paul Catalina's Top 5, and I'm Paul Catalina. Who else could I be? Because it's my Top 5. Who am I? Why am I here? That's why I'm telling you, to give you a Top 5 list. We continue on through our Top 25 offenses today, brought to you by TexasBeefHouse.com. Crowdsourcing a new one for next week. Garrett and I are going to build the best college football team, player for player, 22 positions on offense and defense, and kicker, punter, head coach. That should get us to 25. If you have somebody you think should be on the list, send it to my Twitter account, @Paul Catalina, and I will put them in contention. I will do the research to build the best college football team, so please do that. And please go to TexasBeefHouse.com, check out the auction, bid on beef, see when that's coming up, and use our promo code 365sports for a discount at checkout. Let's dive in. Number 20 on offense, USF. Byron Brown is the quarterback there now, and they are going to be lit up on offense. Defensively, we don't know yet. But this is a team on the rise in Tampa, and UCF fans, don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me. I know that we're peeps. I know we're bros. You're on the list a lot later. You're in a better part in the list. Just letting you know. Even though you guys are not technically rivals anymore. Even though you're always going to be. Just saying. But USF should be a really fun offense to watch this year. They've made some gains, and it looks like they're a team that's kind of figured out where they are in life now of, hey, we're in Tampa. There's good high school football players. By just walking outside at USF or Raymond James and going, football players, and they'll be like, yeah, what's up? Like, just go get them in Tampa, in that area. There's tons of them, and they've got a very prolific offense that is going to be coming at you this year. Number 19. Rhett Lashley and the SMU Mustangs. The Ponies are going to light it up on the scoreboard, and will be fun to watch it this year in the ACC. Now, will they maybe take a slight dip down in numbers because the ACC is better than the American? Yeah, maybe, but their schedule for the first year with the defenses they're going to face isn't really that daunting. Not to say that's not going to be harder, but as far as putting up yards and numbers and all the things that offenses do, they should be able to continue to do that this year, especially with Preston Stone healthy and back for another year and getting better and better and better with each snap. They always seem to have a skill position player, a wide receiver, running back who kind of comes out of the shadows and says, hey, y'all forgot about me. James Prochet comes to mind when I think about SMU. Rashee Rice, in spite of his troubles, kind of, okay, why was this guy toiling the American? No offense to the American, but he was that good. And SMU is pumping some money into that deal, as we know. Number 18, Notre Dame. Some lists had them higher, some lists had them lower. I kind of split the difference. I think Riley Leonard will improve this. I think wide receiver-wise, they've gotten a whole lot better. Chris Mitchell comes in from FIU. He's a reception machine. Jaden Greathouse, another year in the system. Bo Collins is there. They have other guys, young players that they're super excited about. They're always good at tight end. And again, Riley Leonard is there behind a really good offensive line that maybe doesn't have quite the depth, but still the 4 starters that they have remaining after they lost their left tackle last week should be very good. They should run the ball well, and this should be a very, very good offense in South Bend this year. Riley Leonard, Riley Leonard, Riley Leonard. Number 17, Arizona, Noah Fafita, Ted McMillan. I can stop there. I don't need to say anything else of why this offense will be good. And yes, they're losing Jed Fish, and they're starting anew with a new coach, with Brent Brennan. No big deal. No big deal to me. I think Arizona will be just fine when it comes to moving the ball on offense. They've got playmakers. They've got a really good quarterback. They've got really good wide receivers. Again, I can end this conversation with Noah Fafita, Ted McMillan. That's all I need to say about this offense. But I said a little bit more. But Noah Fafita, Ted McMillan. Let's keep it efficient, shall we? Number 16, Florida State. Now you say, Paul, you usually have them higher. You're such a homer. Whatever your debate on this. They've lost so many offensive playmakers from last year. Jordan Travis, Trey Benson, Johnny Wilson, Keon Coleman, Jaheim Bell. I'm sorry, I'm going to cry. But they've lost a lot of production. And the guys they have coming back are good. Lawrence Tolafili at running back, really good player. They have Roydell Williams, who should help them get a lot of first downs. They've got an offensive line that's as deep and as good as it's been since the national championship year in 2013. They've got Kyle Morlock at tight end, who played a little bit last year and is another year in the system. Plus Landon Thomas, the #1 tight end recruit in the country, is there. DJ Uiagalelei steps in. Now, we saw his offensive numbers tick up last year under a better offensive coach in Jonathan Smith at Oregon State. Remember, when he was at Clemson, he had Brandon Streeter as his offensive coordinator, a guy who is no longer there and was replaced by Garrett Riley. So, while he did struggle a little bit at Clemson and did not reach his full potential, let's see him in Mike Norvell and Alex Atkins' system this season and see how he improves. Wide receiver, the biggest question for the Seminoles. A lot of athleticism, not a lot of production so far, but that is going to be a question for them. But I still think they're a top 20 offense in the country. And with their defense, that should balance out nicely and keep them in contention, if not winning the ACC title this year. That's going to do it for this top 5. We're back to wrap it up right now.